New Year's is not about having a good night's sleep. No, it is not. I think the last two I've been in Edinburgh for New Year's and it's been amazing both times. Drinking like hot apple toddies. Yum yum yum. Hot apple and sloe gin toddies while at Edinburgh. Absolutely amazing. Alright, so... We could have a bobble hat. But I think... No, we could have a Santa hat. I'm thinking no hat. That is a cute hat. Can we have that hat instead? I don't like people sleeping during the day and I live with Avac to sleep whenever he feels like it. I sleep whenever I feel like it, to be fair. Like, I'm up all night and sleeping probably till about midday at the moment. So I'm up until like 3 in the morning. I love that on Jackie. She looks amazing. But we will get rid of the sunglasses. Kind of thinking her eyeliner maybe needs to change a bit as well, and her makeup here. While I'm just back in the creator anyway. We've got some wings. That looks a little bit nicer actually. Maybe some frosty lips for the winter. These purple lips are nice. She's looking quite good there. Should I put glasses back on her, but like a nice pair? Quite cute. Look at those. What do you think? Ski glasses? Nah. These look awful. Round? No. I think those look the best. I actually really like how she looks. Have ones that are more like that, like a darker frame. They're a little bit. Yeah, she does look good in glasses actually. I'm almost thinking like some earrings as well. I'm going a bit, possibly a little bit overboard now, but I don't care. Are they a bit much? Some hoops. Oh yeah, I like the hoops. She looks good. Go on, Auntie Jackie. What is that ring about, though? That's one of the things I do hate about this, is that you have to kind of try and find the thing to take it off. The ring on the other hand's alright. It's just that ring, that looks like she got it out of a Kinder egg. It's alright, I guess. Okay, we're done. I know we've spent so much time in the character creator. I'm a bit wary of going into it again, but I couldn't keep that hat on. Poor Jackie. No wonder she was unhappy. Okay, now I'm hoping that the fact that most of the time her teenage brother will be there to care for her, that Caitlin won't mind if her parents have to go to work. It looks to me like they're off on Mondays and Fridays, so they have to work all weekend. And Jackie also has to work all weekend. So hopefully the fact that Jacob is around will mean that Caitlin won't be too badly off. I'm hoping that they can just give up their work and live off fruit and vegetable sales eventually. I like doing gardening. And then they could maybe buy a restaurant together and they could like grow all the fruit and vegetables. Because this is what I wanted to do with my Rosebud family, but the series just didn't do too well. And I just really wanted to start afresh with a brand new family, so... Scott's still needing to party. Scott, you need to party, man. You gotta learn to party and get down.
Zamona's arrow. Oh, Nasota.
Scott's actually really unhappy. The romance festival is in town. Oh. I think it's a bit much doing the romance festival and it being New Year's Day and having like all these Sims and it all being crazy. So I think maybe the romance festival can just wait for now. Everyone is all over the place in this house. I've zoned it so that they have their own little places to be and everyone's just in each other's bedrooms and being crazy. I'm just going to check if he needs to sleep. He needs to eat, definitely. He could get up now. He hasn't had a full night's sleep, but he could still get up. I'm going to ask Jackie to cook something nice. Cook a grand meal. Wow. That's a lot of money for a meal. Do you know what? Why don't we get Jackie to cook a turkey dinner? Because it's New Year's Eve. You can set door locks per person. Might have to do that. No, Nanyog, I'm not doing a challenge for this play. The challenge is the huge family. That's the challenge. So right, let's do this. Let's just make it so they can only go in their own bedrooms and stuff. This, yeah, you're right. It's getting a bit silly that they're all just in each other's rooms all the time. No. We want to be in live mode, I think. Right. Unlock for specific sim. Alright. Lock door 4. Everyone... Okay, right, okay. So I need to be on Sheila, and then I need to be like, lock door 4. Everyone but Sheila. And then allow access to... Oh no, here we are. Unlock for specific sim. Unlock for Scott. So Scott and Sheila should be allowed in there. Right. So go to Jackie. Go to Jackie's room. Lock door 4. Everyone but Jackie. Caitlin. Lock door for everyone but Caitlin. And Jacob, lock door for everyone but Jacob. Okay, so they should spend more time now in the family room if they want to spend time with each other. Just get these walls back in the right orientation. There we are. So this is where they can't get out. Yeah, I might have to.
Oh, Shusha. Wadisa.
Oh, it looks like they can get out. Very playful. Look at all these crazy moods. Oh my goodness, look what they did. They made little reindeers outside. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. Okay, so someone needs to go and clean up after Jackie. Actually, maybe you could do that. Come on. You seem in a reasonable mood. Someone needs to clean up after Cthulhu. Cthulhu seems in a reasonable mood as well. Fantastic. Why are they taking selfies in the bathroom? I thought girls always took selfies in the bathroom these days. To be fair, when Avak went to that Twitch convention, there were a couple of girls. I think Tashnar and Cyber... Oh, I've forgotten her name. But they were taking a selfie in the toilet. Terrible behaviour. I know, I love that it's New Year's Eve, and I love that they have log deer, and I love that they're all just chatting together, and Sheila's gonna be like, get out of my room, shoo! Right, so Scott is the only one that needs to be partying, so let's see. Why don't you make a resolution to get promoted, like everybody else? So then you just need to do the party spirit. I thought like Jackie was making a grand meal or something. She's clearly too busy doing other stuff. Chatting with Caitlin and Sheila. Stop doing that. Make a grand meal. Make a turkey dinner. Oh no, that's a tofurkey dinner. No. Turkey dinner. There's no vegetarians here. We can make a turkey one. What do you mean, how did Avak see this? They put the photo on Twitter. That's how I saw it. Scott is celebrating stuff. Do more celebrating stuff. I don't really have like the playing music and the dancing and stuff like that anymore. They seem to be celebrating. I don't know how they were all having drinks earlier. Let's sing Fwinglezibs. With Sheila. Fwinglezibs, I imagine. It's gotta be, hasn't it? Is Auntie still stuck? Right, okay. Everybody else could get out. Right, so Sheila needs to allow access to Jackie just temporarily to this room. Just for now. I'll sort that out later as well. I don't mind if she goes in there a little bit. It's just... it's silly when they're all in the wrong rooms. So Jackie, you were going to cook this turkey dinner, weren't you? Come on, let's see if you can do that now. You like cooking? Did that come out now? Yeah, that's better. Thanks, guys. Oops. It's meant to be Jackie doing that, and I changed it to Sheila to unlock the door. Oh no. Oh yeah, from the bathroom she'd be entering the room. That makes sense. The little girl stuck too, did you say? I didn't see her anywhere being stuck. Is she just stuck in her brother's room? Oh, while she's having a sleep. Yeah. But she should be able to leave the room. Okay, let's have Jacob let Caitlin be allowed in and out of that room. And then at least we've got it down to a certain amount. Sorry, I keep doing that. A certain amount of people. Certain amount of people per room. So we've only got Jackie allowed in this room, and we've only got Caitlin allowed in her brother's room. That should stop too much randomness of people going into wrong rooms. Oh, Sheila learned the recipe for eggs and toast, BLT chips and salsa, and fish tacos. She also learned a cool new combo ad trick move. I hope she doesn't burn this turkey roast. I suppose there's no reason that Jackie should do all the cooking. Yeah, I'm just gonna sort out. You still haven't done enough dancing and stuff. Tell jokes. Tell jokes, flirt or sing. Okay. Share New Year's Eve spirit. Let's see if we can do that. They're all social interactions. There we are. There we are. Right, it's 10:25 PM, so it's very, very close. I think little one needs to wake up. Come and sit in here. And so does Sheila. She needs to pop over here as well. The countdown will be ready very shortly. Oh, they're loving it. Like, they're all sitting in by the fire, by the TV. No, don't everybody leave. Oh, good grief. Keeping them all here is going to be a nightmare. Okay, we can do this now. We can do the countdown. Watch the countdown to midnight. Oh. Come on, Jacob. We've all got to do this. This is what we have to do every year. You're short one chair. We'll get them another chair soon. They're all watching the countdown to midnight, guys. On their tiny TV. Oh, look, the fireworks are on and people are kissing. Even the dogs join again. Jujubi. Shushubi. I think I'm out of time. I think I'm out of time with them. We're nearly at midnight. I don't think the dog's entirely happy with this. Yay! Counted in the new year.
To know that.
Jacob loves this tradition.
Easy.
Finuza.
I don't know if it counted that Jacob had done it. Oh, that's a shame. Some of them didn't count. I did tell all of them to watch the TV. Oh, there we are. She's got it now. There we are. So some of them just needed to watch the New Year's Eve TV. This is where the dog's like pooped inside or something. You weren't a very happy dog, were you?
Oh.
Now we are in spring, so we can do a little bit more gardening now, which will be great. We didn't get much. There's something stink, lol. I'm like, yeah, did the dog go somewhere? I'm not seeing anything that shouldn't be around. Someone needs to clean that up. Only a real neat freak could attempt to mop up a puddle on natural ground. Oh my god. I used to live somewhere where the neighbour opposite used to hoover with a vacuum cleaner the decorative stones outside her house. She used to take them all up, she used to vacuum them, she used to wash them in a bucket so that they would all look really neat. She used to treat her outside space as if it was her inside space. I was like, how do you even have time for that? That was absolutely crazy. Looks like people are now... Oh, Jackie's not sleeping in the right place now. Jackie, would you please sleep in your room? You can have a disco nap. New Year's Eve was awesome. Sheila had a wonderful time. Got to do everything she planned to do. So did Scott, so did Caitlin, so did Jacob, so did Jackie. Fantastic. And the dog got to eat the turkey dinner. I think we might want to put that away. Who's still awake? Jacob, why don't you pop that in the fridge, please? And then people can just eat a little bit of that as they want. A nice one, Sheila. You're cleaning up all the plates. Everyone's really hungry. Why don't you just grab a serving of this then? It's like food literally on the table and you're just like... Don't put it away anymore, just grab a serving. Sheila now has the fitness skills. Sheila now needs a shower really bad. Oh, she's gonna go have one. Cool. Okay, so let's sort these doors out. Now that the only people that are in their rooms are in their correct and proper rooms, we'll just sort these doors out. So we would like to lock the door for everyone but Sheila. And then allow access to Scott. Jacob would like to lock the door for everyone but Jacob. And that's that done. So everybody in their correct and proper rooms. I wouldn't mind if they would sleep in the correct beds. Yeah, I might need to cancel the TV watching. They seem sucked in. Yeah, they do, don't they? Get away from that TV. I'm all for it, but yeah, they were having fun. I think if everyone's going to be going to sleep, we should probably put the fire out. Looks like Caitlin's on her way. Maybe not. We'll get them a nicer dining room. I'm thinking like I would open this whole space up as a like dining room kitchen area. Maybe have this area here at the back as like maybe a living room, and then have this as like a second living room or something. Not really sure yet, but and then we'll have it as like an entry hall come like staircase area, and then we'd have like a nice little snug at the back there. And then have an upstairs with like 4 bedrooms. I wish when I was a kid I could lock the door to everybody but me. Yeah. I used to shut myself in my room as much as I could when I was a kid and read my book. It's crazy. I bought a trilogy of books today called The Lightbringer Trilogy by Brent Weeks. Read it and thought, this seems really, really familiar. And I was like, oh, have I read this before? And I hadn't, because I didn't recognise it enough, but it had certain terms and things that I did recognise. And it turns out that I've read the previous trilogy and managed to forget that I'd read it, but there was so much like similarity. And then I looked up the story to the previous trilogy and I was like, oh yeah, I remember this one. Silly she-lab. Yeah, 4 more front room out front, family room in back. I'm thinking like a nice big TV out the back and like have really snuggly furniture, and at the front here we've got the fireplace. Probably the dog's bed would go in the back and that, and then we'd have the fireplace and a nice rug and really posh furniture in the front there. Maybe a piano or something. Oh. Briar Stone is auto-hosting me for 11 viewers. Thanks, Briar. Love you, mate. It's getting very late though, so I'm thinking we might need to wrap this up and start again another day, because we are really, really, really late into the morning on a Sunday. So you guys who have faithfully carried on watching me for all this time, thank you so much. But I do think now New Year's Eve is over, we are going to probably wrap it up. Oh, your phone's dying, I guess. Bubbles. Gonna have to go now, but I'm not I'm not gonna carry on streaming for much longer. You're not gonna miss much. You have seen New Year's Eve, which was awesome. So next stream we're gonna see how the family does at their jobs and all that sort of thing, and once they bring in a bit more money we can start decorating all their rooms up and stuff, and then we can see how seasons act on things like crops. As I say, I didn't try to plant any in the winter because I imagined it probably wouldn't work, but I'm certain that in the spring it's going to be good times. So we'll start on the garden, we'll start everybody doing all their jobs, and we'll see how the kids do in school as well. The Dark is Rising sequence by Susan Cooper. No, I have not read that. Is it good? Because I'll read it if it is. I read a lot of books. It's like my main thing I do other than playing games, and most of the games I play I let's play, so my books are like my other thing I do. Books, Netflix, and playing games. Sometimes I move, honestly. Cthulhu, one day you'll use your dog bed. One day. Oh, we can ask Cthulhu to lie down. Interesting. We'll do that just before we finish. I want to see Cthulhu using Cthulhu's bed. Cthulhu, use your bed.
Jumper. Kinza.
It's spring! Oh, that's lovely music for springtime. Oh, Cthulhu lay down for like 2 seconds and then started running about. But I'm going to pause it there. It's springtime now, so we've seen a bit of winter. We got a thermostat for the house. The family is living in what I think is turned out to be a pretty cozy place. But we're going to see... how big is the plot? We're going to need to try and plant things around the back here, put planters as much as we can in this tiny plot size, and then I may move the whole family to a larger plot once we have a bit more money, and then we'll redecorate another house which will give them a little bit more gardening space. But anyway, that is it for now. I'll just leave you with a lovely view of the family eating their turkey dinner on the sofa. Mum and Dad there. So I hope you enjoyed creating these guys with me. I hope you enjoyed watching me create their new home. And I hope you will all be back next time. But in the meantime, please do look after yourselves and keep being awesome.